Hey, what is going on, everybody? This is Reagan, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're gonna take a look at this newly released figure from hottoys, and this is none other than Darth Maul or Darth Maul 2.0 from the Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, Episode 1, MMS 748, 1/6 scale collectible figure, and I'm really excited to share with you guys this one. So this is not the special edition that comes with the coin and the sticker. So this is just a standard version or standard edition. I'm actually pretty surprised that the release is too early. Even just the standard edition, I kind of like, ooh, usually they will release first those special edition before they release those standard versions. But anyway, this is not mine. This is not my. I didn't pre-order this figure because I'm kind of like on the fence if I'm going to need another Darth Maul in my collection since I have the first version. So this is from Toys Assembly HK. I just borrowed from them. So I got a chance to decide whether to get one for myself. So I'm gonna put the link down below if you want to order from them from their website. And without further ado, let's dive in. All right, so this is the art box. I would say it looks fantastic, especially the pictures that they put here. Nice poses, simple, very straightforward. Of course, the standard art box for Star Wars figures right there. And of course, we get the red team badge right here for the Phantom Menace. So let's open it. Let's do it very quick for this one. So we got the art cover print right here. I would say it looks pretty good. Nice picture right there. Nice print as well. And of course, we got the packaging right here. It has two packaging. So we got, actually three packaging right here. So I'm gonna start with this one, with the bottom part or with the underneath packaging that comes with the base. Right, so I'm gonna start with this bottom packaging right here that comes with the base. We got the standard base for Darth Maul figure, of course. This silver colored base. Oops, I cannot get it. Ooh, yo, that's pretty hard. Wow. So yeah, right here we got the base. Okay, I believe it's pretty much the same with the first version. And we got the dynamic pole right here. There you go. We got the waist holder. I'm gonna put this on the side. And we got the, I believe this is kind of like the base of that droid, that probe droid right here. Right there. Okay, and then we got the pole. So we got the pole right here. And this is how we're going to insert. Just a quick one for this one. And right here we got the antenna of this probe droid. Wait, let me search. There you go. That looks pretty cool. It looks a bit different from the first version. We're gonna find out later. So anyway, there you go. And right here we got the tool for separate rolling eyeballs. And then we got extra joints, two pieces. Okay, some buttons right here. And then this one, it looks like a holder, probably for the, I'm not pretty sure, but looks like a holder for that, fuse box or the USB connector right here, or USB outlets. Right here, we got the extra gauntlet. It's pretty much the same with the first version. So yeah, there you go. And last but definitely not the least is the, right here is the binocular. Yeah, I believe this is the binocular. I think it looks pretty much, no, it looks pretty different from the first version. But anyway, yeah, there you go. And that's it for the packaging, at the bottom packaging. I'm gonna put this on the side. This is the cloak. The cloak, Jedi cloak right here. Wait, let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can see it properly. There you go. Yeah, and it has a lot of, I could feel some wires around, embedded wire right there. Looks pretty good. Moving on to this main packaging right here. Oh my goodness. So we got the instructions here at the bottom right here. Just in case you're not familiar with the figure, of course, you should really open that one, okay? There you go. I believe that one has some pictures of the Phantom Menace, in black and white design. But anyway, yeah, we got first up right here, we got the blades, the lightsaber blades right here. We got two pieces of this motion blade, and we got the steel one, lightsaber effects. There you go, beautiful. We got the single blade right here of Darth Maul lightsaber hilt right here with that USB cable, I mean USB connector. So this one has a LED light up function. Wow, we got two. I forgot already if we have that on our first version. I mean, I forgot already. Oh my goodness. Anyway, we got the two double blade lightsaber hilt right here with that LED light up function as well, and of course the cable together, attached on it, and of course the standard one without the LED light up function. Okay, there you go. That looks pretty cool. The double blades. And we got, I saw some, there you go. Okay, so we got that, probably this one is here, somewhere around here. Okay, anyway, we're gonna find out later. And then right here, we got the adapter to cover up probably this one, once you removed it. I think so. Yeah, I think so. Probably. No, just kidding. Not this one. Probably this one. Oh, yeah, this one. It's here. Cool. Okay, so at least you guys have an idea. We're gonna do quick one, that small piece right there. So we're gonna get 4 pairs of extra interchangeable hands with different gestures. We got holding the blade, yeah, we got holding the weapon gesture, fist gesture, a bit wide open hands. This one is also, I believe you could also use this one for that sit speeder. Yeah. And wide open hands right here, gloved hands, different gestures, yes, for using the force. Okay, there you go. And of course, I'm really excited to see that head sculpt. So we got the newly developed head sculpt. Wait, let me take it up first here. Nice, slowly. Oops. Oops. Right, so there you go. So already removed the plastics on this figure. Absolutely beautiful. That head sculpt, like, ooh, that is actually pretty spot on. And we got the extra one. We got the different facial expression right here, which is the angry face battle mode. Right there. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely beautiful. Wow. Ooh, so there you go. So we got the head sculpt, extra head sculpt of Darth Maul right here. Of course, we got the Darth Maul figure. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Bam. Right, so I'm gonna do a very, very quick one, a quick review on this one. And let's do it, quick articulation test on this figure. So we got the cloak right here, binocular. There you go. So I'm gonna do a really quick articulation test here. Start with the head, and the head is totally different now. I mean, like, not just only the head sculpt, newly developed head sculpt, but the joint. So before, I believe the first version is it has the magnetic design. So this one is like back to joint, which is actually pretty good. Anyway, so yeah, moving the neck to the front, looking down or look down, not much, I would say. Okay, look up, not much as well. Side to side, twist. There you go. I would say decent. It has some neck movement, but not much. But we could actually move it. See, there you go. Then arms. There you go. That's pretty loose. I mean, like, not so tight, right there. Okay, 90 degrees. The joint that they use in this one is, I would say, just the normal one, not the premium body, I would say, because it's, well, probably because they gave us a kind of this kind of body, so for us to be able to do a really big range of motion, especially doing some dynamic poses. So that's why I think, yeah, that's a vision of that, on different bodies, right? For this one, yeah, I think it's fine. Just that, once you move the body, you will feel different, like that. It doesn't feel like premium to me, like high end, but I could understand the reason behind that, yeah, for us to be able to do some, great dynamic poses. Yeah, there you go, all the way up there to 180 degrees. And then see, now I'm kind of like, ooh, Like, I don't know how I'm going to bring it back, the form. Yeah, so make sure that if once you bring down the arms from the top, you should hold the shoulder, not just the arms, itself. And then the elbows, there you go. I think, yeah, decent. I'm still not done with this joint right here. There you go. I think, yeah, decent. I'm still not done with this joint right here. Feel like kind of different. And then the wrist joint, pretty standard, I would say. The upper body, waistline, yeah, I would say standard as well. You have to hold the leg part, for you to be able to, for us to be able to move the body, wider. There you go. So it has a wide range of motion there. Wow, nice. You crunch in a little bit, arch. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. I mean, like, the belt looks nice compared to the first version. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm gonna do a separate video comparing that to. Anyway, yeah, we got the tunic, we got the clothes, the suit. There you go, the pants. Looks okay, I would say. That's why I think I really need to do some comparison video between the two versions, the first version and this one. But I would say, yeah, looks good. You just have to fix it. Yeah, the quality of that material that they use in this one, especially the tunic, I think it looks pretty good. you know and then the legs, there you go, front all the way to 90 degrees, absolutely fantastic. Joints on the knees, there you go, bam, nice one, boom. The ankle joint, I think looks good. Wow, this is newly developed boots as well. Nice. Can you see that? I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks pretty different from the first version. Side to side right there. Other side. Wow, that looks pretty cool. And then there's no toes articulation. I think that's it. But yeah, this boots looks pretty good. I really need to do some comparison video on this one. Anyway, yeah, I think that's it. Just a quick one for this figure. I think it looks absolutely beautiful, right? Especially the tunic. You just have to fix it properly, in the right position. But then I think overall, the overall look, especially this one, looks like a genuine leather to me. I mean, it's not like a leather material, right? See, and of course, it has some nice embedded wire inside the tunic, skirt. Absolutely fantastic. Look at that, nice. And if I'm going to change the head, just to let you know, just to give you an idea, there you go. Wow, that is wow, absolutely beautiful, right? Nice. And then next is this coat right here. I mean, the which is the cloak right here. Yeah, we don't need to remove the hands, so you could easily insert there. Yeah, the arms. Wow, this is pretty cool. Of course, we have to use the blank face, or that serious face, the standard face or head sculpt for this cloak, right? The one with the angry face is for that battle, look, battle mode on. And yeah, for this one, cloak, there you go, looks pretty good, right? Nice. Wow, this is pretty nice. So you just have to fix the cloak or the hood right there. So yeah, okay. And then lastly, for this one, let me check if it's working properly for this double blade saver. There you go. Let me check actually this too. Probably we could use it both side. Yeah, let me get my turn it on. Bam. Ooh, nice. It's working. Wow. So even this too, uh, yeah, good, not bad. And then once I attach the blade, yes, perfect. This is decent, I would say. You know, not bad. Okay, just a quick one. There you go. Wow, absolutely fantastic. Okay, right. So just a quick look, on this figure on this set. I'm gonna do a full review on a separate video together with that comparison video, and of course we got the vernacular, the gauntlets, again some accessories right there, and that's it. That's it, guys. Just a quick one. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely beautiful. Ooh, can't wait to do some poses on this one, on this figure. All right, okay. So don't forget to check the next video after I finish this one. And yes, beautiful, beautiful figure. Look at that, amazing. Bam. Sheer Darth Maul 2.0. Oops, I forgot. Ha, the droid.